Welcome back to Vintage Story, everyone. I'm Jeremiah, and I'll be playing some more Vintage Story. And so one of the things I did off camera in between episodes is I went out and explored this whole neck of the woods over here, trying to find some more crops, and lo and behold, I found some turnips and flax and other things. Although these darn rabbits are about to get a whooping they've never seen before. Oh, almost first try. Or not. Man, that aim is just like super bad. Quit running so I can kill you. Almost. Nailed it. First try. You've at least got anything good on you this time? Because the last bunny I harvested, nope, not hardly anything. Yeah, bunnies just aren't good sources of meat. Who knew? Well, in this episode, what I need to do is preferably kill this second rabbit here. You're just going to almost run into my house. Hold still, darn it, you. Spending so much time just chasing a bunny. You know what? Screw it. I'm not even going to bother with him. So, I've got a mold here and a crucible. What I need to do, though, is I need to chop down some more wood. And so, that is exactly what I am going to go do, along with getting myself some more storage space, because I need to hold more baskets. Or not hold more baskets, rather, but more ground placed baskets, if that makes sense. So I'll just go ahead and start chopping down some trees. You know, nothing wrong with that. It's not like I'm a deforest the entire world. Only 3 logs? Alright, I guess I just gotta chop down this even bigger tree. Just chopping away. At least I've only got to break like the 1 block on them. That's the nice thing compared to Minecraft, instead of having to break each and every single one of the blocks, which after a few thousand hours of chopping down trees, you know, it gets only a little tedious, but it is to be expected. Am noticing though that they take a bit longer to break. Oh, that's an oak. I'll leave that. Just minding my own business, cutting trees, hoping a wolf doesn't come up on me. You know, typical survival things. All your normal worries. I figure just another tree or 2 should be just fine for what all I need to do. Yeah, nothing around here, just me chopping a tree, that's all. Come on, almost there. Just break already. There we go. About darn time. About to say, was it ever going to happen? Now my knife's probably going to break here real soon, but that's fine. I just need to harvest more of this stuff. Yep, there it goes. But the nice thing is I can just on the fly make myself some more knife blades, because they are probably one of the easiest things to nap out in your stone. Because it's just these 2, these 3, and these 4, and just like that you've got more knives. Just throw that in the hotbar, and I just keep on. Where'd he go? Did I? Guess I already picked it up. Interesting. I think I just heard a wolf howl in the distance. Although I'm not quite sure if that's just me being paranoid. Because while I was out exploring, several times did a wolf just come out of nowhere, running, or just laying there minding its own business. I mean, I was, like one time I was just running along the hillside, and then these two wolves just go running from left to right, chasing this little bunny or something, and walked like almost right up next to me, paid me no attention because they were focused on that bunny. Scariest thing ever. And then I was, another time, running along out in the woods, found a trader's house, and stumbled like right on top of wolves just chilling. Hadn't yet decided to go up and get on with their life, but is there a reason why this? No, there's just no reason why that's colored differently. Anyway, alright, so we come back over here. What we're going to do today, besides making another basket or two, because oh bugger, that's the wrong thing entirely, because oh boy, it's not that thing that I want to make with it. Because this, oh, I can just take a, oh, that's what it is. So I can just take a knife to my failure of a handbaskets and get some of that back. That is pleasantly nice to know, and yet I don't have enough to even do it. Back off to the ponds, I guess. And now hopefully this time I'll remember what the recipe is instead of dinking around thinking I know what I know and actually be wrong entirely. Good thing there's plenty of it over here. Otherwise I'd be kind of screwed. I see there's some quartz over there. Oak. The last time I ever broke down an oak tree, it took like 5 stone axes to break the entirety of it, because it was just so massive. Alright, just a few more, I reckon. And I should have enough plus a little bit of extra. Alright, yeah, that should do me just great. Alright. Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Actually, there's no wizard involved in any of this. Unless the wandering trader people, whatever their actual names are called. Unless they're potentially wizards. I don't know. See, I don't need twine. I sure as don't need that much wood on hand. Also, what I need from here is this coal. Throw that back there. Not that, but this. I'm hoping that's enough clay. Oh, not clay, but coal. That will create 100 units of copper, and then that'll go straight into the mold. Alright, seems like a foolproof plan. Now we just light a fire. That's going to expire later today. What is that going to take forever to... You know what, I'm gonna hold on to this. Let that, oh, that's already cooked up to temperature. That took off quick. But what I will do with the rest of this axe probably is make a bunch of firewood. Because I sure as heck know I'm not going to be able to find near infinite amounts of this stuff. So I need to make charcoal. Ooh, just barely. And by doing that, I just gotta dig myself a hole in the ground here. Oh, and there goes the shovel. And I don't have a replacement. Oh well. Control Shift and do that adds. Alright, that's not a whole lot of firewood as I was thinking it would have been. But I don't know, it's what it is, I guess. And then we take some... No, that's wrong. What it is right here. I'm trying to remember how to... Something like this. We'd light that. And then as... Yep, there we go. And that'll create a fair amount of charcoal. Are you done over here? Yes. Can take you off that then. Pour that in there. And probably just throw some meat on there real quick. Do I have any of that leftover wood? No. Let me just chop some up real quick. There we go. That'll do me just fine. Then to boot, I'm gonna throw together another axe head. You can never have too many axes. You never know when you need to chop up an enemy. Or what have you. And put that in there. That there. Throw this back in here. Don't need to be carrying around coal. Ah, and that'll be done probably actually by the time that comes back down, so wait for that just a little bit longer. Come on, you're almost there. You only gotta cook to 150 degrees Celsius. Ooh, perfectly timed. So we can just throw all that wood over there. Munch down on some more wood. Not wood, but meat. Who would even want to munch down on trees? I don't know. And come over here and climb to the top of this hill to chop down the pines. Because I think they're a nice balanced tree. They're not too big where it's like a humongous pain in the rear end to chop down, but they also don't stiff you on the amount of logs for the amount of time you put into the whole effort. Although I'm definitely going to end up breaking my axe here. I'm calling it now. Before I even get to finish it. Yep. Which means all that is still left. Pick it up. I'll leave that tree. These ones up here are the ones I want to go after though. Oh wow. Interesting cave just there in the side. Conglomerate stone. Still have no idea why anyone would want to conglomerate a bunch of stone, even though that's not even related to what it is, but I digress. Also, something I want to throw out there. There's some interesting shaped leaves there in the shadows on the ground. Wouldn't you agree? It's kind of like an 8-sided point. Really weird. Don't quite understand it, but at the same time I'm not a developer, so I don't have a whole lot of room to complain there. Man, that is just a gorgeous mountain. Like, I almost want to throw a house up there somewhere once I get the ability to break a bunch of stone. And by the time I get back to the house, the pickaxe mold will probably be done by then. Just make sure I grab every last bit before meandering back home eventually. And maybe also make sure there's, you know, nothing importantly valuable over here. Doesn't really look to be much of anything. So, I think I'll just chop down another tree or two. Try and get some more of them nice mountain shots. Up. Almost screwed it up there. Oh wow, there's even snow up there. Now the world size, I found out, is actually customizable, so you can have your world go to like thousands and thousands, I think, or maybe just 1,000 blocks tall, which is crazy on like how much space you could actually fit into that kind of terrain when you think about it. Because, like, for instance, Minecraft only has a height limit of like 255, which is not a whole lot, since how 256 is like the default size that you get here, and I'm personally running it on like 384, so a few steps above what's normal, but not crazy. I've got a little bit more room for wood. I'll chop down this last tree here. Anyway, and with the copper, your first goal is to make a pickaxe, so that way you can dig other things, and then you want to make a hammer second, so that way you can crush the giant chunks of copper and other things you find down into nuggets, so that way you can smelt them and in turn keep making more copper items. That's the trick to the whole situation there. You kind of want to prioritize what you do first, otherwise you'll end up having to look for copper a bit harder than you're originally planning on, because, well, for instance, you used up all the copper nearby for shovels, and you decided that you needed to dig a hole that would make a dwarf colony blush at. But that's besides the point. The real point is learning how to survive and thrive, and make up your story on what happened to this whole place. Just plant some trees, be helpful for the environment. And these blasted bunnies, they are still causing me crop issues. Let's see if I can't hunt them from afar. Where'd you go? Over here somewhere. I don't see him now. It's like, where'd the bugger go? It's kind of weird that he just disappeared like that. No matter. Oh wait, there he is. Come back here. Eh, not even close. Man, like this bunny, he's just running and running and running. Faster than Usain Bolt could ever run. Or at least that's how it feels like. But, I don't know, I'll catch him some other day. For the meantime... Alright, we've got our copper pickaxe. Bada bing, bada boom. Then I think... No, what's... Tool rack? Yeah, you just throw some sticks together. And then I personally just like to throw that there on the wall, and I can stick 4 separate items in there. And yeah, I'll just throw some wood into this basket here. And grab my food. How much food I got left in here? A couple more servings. Alright, not bad. And from there, I think that's about it. This should be done probably by next episode sometime. But real quick, before shutting it down, let's see, hammer mold. That's going to be a pain to build. Then again, the molds are just kind of a pain to build because of how big and awkward they are in their sizing. Unless I just spam click the 3 wide. And then if I just spam the 2 wide. I mean, that's one way of doing it, right? And just like that. Now, I'll just throw this on the fire. And I'll leave this cooking overnight, and then by the time next day rolls around, this will be all ready and fired up for the hammer, and then I'll go out on a mining expedition to not the iron, but there's, I imagine out here somewhere or over here there's probably a copper deposit. But until then, I think that'll about do it. Anyway, have a beautiful, wonderful day. Goodbye.